Welcome to Simulator Sundays. We got a lot of the crew here today. It is actually not bad here in SoCal. You got snowmen. 88. So if you're familiar with poker, like 8s are snowmen. But this ain't a poker. This is a choo-choos. Well, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a safe Memorial Day weekend. We got one more day to go for most of us. Then we got to go back to work. Oh, you have a 2-month paid vacation coming up. Well, that's always nice. I have a tomorrow paid vacation. I was just in... so my birthday was last weekend, but the week before that I was in Texas for a conference. So I don't know, all kinds of meat, but I talked to you guys about that last Sunday, so I won't talk about it here. So we got dude, this is the last Sunday of May. It's already June. Where is the year going? I cannot believe it. This year is flying by. Thank you much. So we are in LA. Yeah, I don't say anything about it before, you know, because I don't really celebrate it. But it's just no big deal. So I'm on the rock that went around orbit one more time. Went all the way around the sun. One complete loop. I'm going to celebrate it on that day. Alright, so I'm doing pickups here in LAJ. This is the B-ish yard. This is the B yard. This is the B yard here where these tracks are. We have these outbounds. This is the A yard here. But the 3351, the Y-VRN is in Vernon. 3351 is all these industries here. So everything that's here in LAJ is this local. The 2271 is across the street here. And the 2281 is way over there, the C yard where Taco Bell is. Most of you guys have been familiar with the Taco Bell. By the way, Lazy, I was going to watch you this morning, but my wife made me take her to the discount store instead. She had to get something there that sort of gardening things she wanted, and something she couldn't pick up, so I took her there and it was closed, and I came back and we had to go again. So that was my morning. Barry Bogan, I mean, what up B Money? Hope everything's going good. Gary, how are you doing? I mean, yes, it's a mod. It's a paint mod. You can find it on the enhanced the Discord enhancement server. I did some of my own. This isn't my work. Mine was more of a test though. I don't know where some of my work is, but I have done it, and somewhere around here. I need to put Barry's name on there. The STFU and stuff. I think we just played you in the beer keggers not too long ago. I think you beat us. This season we're losing bad. What do I got here? Alright, so I'm in forward. Everything's looking good here. So we're going to back up. We're going to grab... I guess there's only a couple down here first. Let me go flying up. Oh, like... What is it, been a week since I've been here last? Jeez Louise, I forgot how to like do anything. Alright, so we're gonna grab this guy and I suppose this one here too. My horn was loud. Well, I mean, I was standing in front of the output of it, that's why. stand in front of the holes that the air comes blasting out of and causes ear bleeds. I am rambling my... Hey! Well, I was going to say something, but I forgot. Getting old, you know what I mean? It's like it's not worth it and stuff. It could be worse. I could be a young redhead like you. Plus, we're just doing trains. You really, I mean, one thing you can forget to not do is stop. You know what I mean? I saw one yesterday. What is the train company in Mexico? Aeromex? No, that's planes. Again, I forgot, but Aeromex. So they showed some YouTube where they were going through, and the guy was just basically for like 30 minutes of the whole video. And so I continue to watch it because the horns are pretty awesome. I don't know. I mean, if you talk to yourself, you're supposed to get answers. If you are talking to yourself, you're not getting answers. That's creepy. But if you're getting the answers, then that's the right way to go about it, I believe. My experience. So in this YouTube video of the Ferromex, it had a bean sniff engine on the back, and it was like a, I don't know, gondola train or something. They were like, I ended up watching it because the locomotive was like an ES 4400 or, you know, SD70 or something. One of the big wide bodies, but it had like all the metal cages around the windows. I'm like, what the hell is all that on there for? Like batting cages, kind of, you know, protectorant. Or like when you go to the driving range of the golf course and they got the little Volkswagen or whatever, it drives around and picks up all the golf balls and so the driver don't get whacked. But it was on the train on the windows. I'm like, man, what the hell? Because the bean sniff one behind it didn't have it. And by the way, that's BNSF for you non-train weirdos. And the number plates on the front of the train, like the one on the left, was all like jacked up and stuff. Like, well, you know, Ferromex for you. Like you look up here and this thing was all like, the board was all falling out and stuff, it was all busted up. And then the guy who made the video, he showed a video of basically when they were coupling, and they were coupling like some people do here on the Mateo community server, where he coupled probably about 13 miles an hour and smashed into their locomotive and busted it all up. So I was like, well, that's how the number plate got messed up. I still didn't answer the cages around the windows. So I don't know what happened there, but that was pretty cool. Like, is the train's really bad down there in Mexico where people are climbing through the windows and stuff? You think it would be that way here, but it's not. Farmer said it's worst he has to deal with on the UP side is all the whistling. Like that. Just want you to feel like you're at home, because you are. You're in a safe place. I love that. I love these broken whistles. So when I find them, those are the ones that I find them on the enhancement Discord, which the link is probably broken down below, because I can't figure out how to make one that doesn't expire. And I mean, all the ones I do, they delete them or something. I don't know, because you can in Discord. So if it don't work, then maybe somebody else can get one for you. But that's where a lot of these graphic enhancements are published from many other artists. The ones I have, eventually I'll get around to doing it. Some of the, well, when I do them, it's going to have, well, have LAJ-A's name on it, my name on it. You know, some of the different servers I'm part of will have some of the names that people know. I have Barry Bogan and Hilarious and stuff. RP days. We're going to pick up some reefers here. Just like that. And of course, I buckle the laces up. Or lace them up. I think I did these ones earlier. I mean, they don't have no air in them, but they're empty, so. Let's see. What? Oh, I got to get that San Diego one out. I didn't realize that San Diego one was in there. SDG, San Diego. I got to separate those. Let's see. How do we want to do that? Got anything up here? Then Jones is ducking. He's ducking Aspinall. Dana said it was almost done. Let me get the San Diego one out of here. That's how they really do it in LA, by the way. If you watch, there's a couple of good YouTube productions where they will go to the trains running down here. Jones never lost in the octagon. There was a, not in the octagon. He has one loss on his record, but never lost in the octagon. Been fighting since he was 23 there. And yeah, it was a DQ. But you just don't like Jones anyways. Like one of those guys he can't make you happy no matter what he does. Like, I don't like that guy, no matter what he does. He gives $8 trillion to charity. Be like, fuck that guy, he's a cheater. Well, it was a loss, but it wasn't in the UFC. Forgot where it was. All right, so we're going to go back here. We're going to get these other guys. Then we'll come back, pick up the Sand Dog. He's all getting UFC here. Oh, no, 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 no. Damn it. Screwed me up. I got to push this back. All I want to do is shoot. I'm going to pull the hose off. Come on back again. Yes, I know. I was forward a little bit. Is there, I knew there was, well, no, put that one on. Feels like there's some sort of handbrake on somewhere. What's up, TC Roberts? Holy cow, everybody's coming out of the woodwork today. What is it, almost summertime? All these winter people are coming out in the open. All these vampires. Nice to see you guys. I thought I was a vampire. How you doing, my friend? It has been a while. You had a train-filled day today. Oh yeah? What'd you do train-wise? Or are you talking about these kind of trains, or are you getting all like British on me? Like a different kind of train? I mean, this isn't a Twitch stream, so I do things a little different on Twitch, and I'm trying to behave. I got all my Twitch buddies showing up here today, so might get a little twitchy. One time somebody goes into YouTube, I said something, and I think it said shit or something. Somebody goes, "Oh my God, KFB cusses." I'm like, "Yeah, I cuss. I'm a freaking sailor." Or Bubblehead. Those that don't know what that is, Submariner. They didn't know I cursed, and I said that's probably the funniest thing I heard all year. Do I curse? Just not much on YouTube. There's no. I mean, I only got to wait 7 seconds before I can start dropping F-bombs. That's why when I do the beer kegger stream, I literally wait 7 seconds. Alrighty, so let me set this switch back. Don't have to, but I'm going to. And so the San Diego cars are here. See how far down we got to go. We're going to go to this next. That's good there. That's good. That's good. So do I have any San Diegos here? I would like to put those together, and I do not. No. But I can put it here, come back and get on the way out. And then those of you that haven't seen the way I do things, you'll see why I choose. Is there one in here? I do. It's a puzzle. It's all a big puzzle. You guys are showing up new here, so this is Run 8. Most of you know that. Some of you do not. It is the ultimate train simulator. It's not a game, it's an actual simulator. It is the Microsoft Flight Simulator, or the X-Plane, whichever one you prefer. Hold on, wait a minute. We got to think about this. Why would we make so many moves to get San Diego off when we have a couple empties and we could easily take this sucker off right now. Well, here we go. Gonna kick it off right here. Here we go. That's 10 miles an hour. I don't mind that at all. Okay. Make sure there's no air in it, because that would suck. Is that notch like 12? Man, didn't mean to do that. Alright, let me throw the switch back. I don't come flying through there and mistakenly go down the wrong way. So yeah, I mean, why? It didn't make sense to hang on to San Diego just to do that later. Probably some more, but we'll ride this guy back. Gotta watch our kneecaps as we pass that going backwards. I think I already threw that switch. I made a plan. Now I don't need to do it. So let's grab these guys here. These are empties. The green means they're empty. They've been processed. How did this get one empty, one full? Let's look at the industry. So PWC, all right, so it then's full to kick, which is Kansas City. Paso Robles or something like that. That's this empty guy. watch what we're doing here so we don't ram the train off the tracks. More of a twitch thing, you know. My speed limit up there, that's how fast I'm going in reverse. That's why it has minus. Master reserve up there is how much brake pressure I have in the compressor, in the holding tank of the compressor. Let me lace this thing up so we're not dragging airlines around, tripping over them. And we go to build a train, we want to pump air through it and then have one flying around and hit us in the gums. So here we go, forward. Handbrakes off. We'll come in, grab those two, and that means the one that's loaded is on the very, very end. Try to put the ones that have the heavy ones on the end, on the tip. That way, the locomotives are only dealing with. They have all the loads up against them, so pulling up hills is stable for. Because we're mountain area, it's all about California and going up and down mountains. Why is my sander on? Did I hit the button? I must have hit the button. I don't know what that yellow is there. Am I getting low on fuel? My compressor brake? There we go. We'll ride her back. Last set there. I don't know if I got that switch yet. The sander, so good question. So you got steel wheels on top of steel rails, right? Well, when they get wet or you're pulling heavy stuff and you're putting too many, so these are diesel electric motors, so there's an electric motor for each set of these wheels here, and when it starts turning the wheel, if it loses traction, then you could turn on the sander and it literally puts beach sand right here through that little tube, one for each wheel. Let's see if I can turn it on so we can see it. I don't see it coming out, but it puts sand out so that the sand provides some traction between the steel wheels and the steel rails. Actually, I don't see on this locomotive each wheel has sanding. Supposed to. So yeah, so that prevents wheel slip. I don't know what this yellow light is. Normally it's not on. So yeah, if you're slipping, if your wheels start slipping, so if you go up to, you know, you only have 8 throttle notches. So 8's the maximum. It means putting all the power onto the tracks. If you get wheel slip, it'll start flashing here. PCS is your emergency air brake system. Like if pull an airline or you have a car separate, the air flows out and then it goes into emergency. Hello, Eric. How are you? And then the handbrake is parking brake. All the cars have independent brakes, or, you know, handbrakes on them. It's a wheel. Let's see if we can find one here. Right there. It's like a parking brake in your car. But your booty don't run into the hell you call. I forgot what you even call parking lots. You call them something weird. Car park. Well, happy birthday. So this is a liquid tanker here. I don't know what the industry is. I can look it up, but I need to slow down. So in this simulator, we don't necessarily put the right, you know, just try to put cars in, so we don't always make sure the right ones. For example, Sunny Delight, which is a beverage company, they make orange juice. They have like an oil tanker, an oil tanker, but it's not really oil. These white ones are like propane or some sort of noxious gas. And then we can, like when you click on the car, you can put a hazmat on here if you want. Like if I wanted to do, oh, that's corrosive. So when it fills up or empties, whatever, it has the corrosive thing on. But this one, this is ethyl hexyl acrylate. So like, I don't know, spray paint. I don't know what it is. So I don't even know what that is. That's like that's a number 10, but I don't even know what that. There's a guy yelling at somebody. So that's what's in here. Is some guy yelling. I don't know why I didn't put one on that card. So these are older cars too. The newer models that they're going to release one day will have those placards more visible and stuff. Let's see. We are not laced. Let's lace her up here. And lacing up means to connect the airlines. They're not connected to locomotive, so the locomotive does not have air running through these cars because they're empty, except for that one on the end. All right, I got a problem. I don't know what MPHSS stands for. That's interesting. Look at my stats. Well, I have a failure on one of my traction motors. At this point, so this traction motor here has a failure on it. So it ain't gonna go nowhere. So we call Bean Sniff and have them send out a truck. And now that they're here, they're gonna fix it. There you go. Now it should work. Maybe not. I got an error? Alright, let's look at this. Let's look at something here. Oh, wait a minute. So I have an alternator failure on this second one. I've never had two failures in a row. I'm not sure what's going on here. That's interesting. I'm going to relinquish, which I always do it. I usually do it from this one. I don't know why I clicked it there, but now I have no SS's. I don't know what was going on there. Again, I have never seen it where it had two failures like that at the same time. I'm on the Mateo community server today. MCTS. Or MTCS, Mateo 2 community server. Well, I always play on. Or predominantly. I'm a member of this and the Depot Plus. So I have my own server that Lazy and I work together, and then I don't play on there very much. I don't have a lot of time, so I really just, the only reason I come play Train Simulator and Run 8 is for you guys on Sundays. So I don't play this all week until it's time to do this for people who want help or just are interested and enjoy it. So that's really the biggest reason I come and even do this is for you guys. I do enjoy it, but it's just time. I have to set aside time to do this. So, we do have that loaded Come down here. We're gonna go all the way. Okay, so we got everything from down here. Got to get that load off. Is this? Put it here. And then let's see. I've already got the cars. Oh, I thought I got the cars from down here. So I'm gonna do a quick look around. So these are loads, and just looking for how many loaded cars I have. Looks like only a couple, because I was gonna close this down. But, and when I mean close down, I was gonna put that loaded car with the empties right there. But I am not going to do that because I have a couple more loaded cars to put on. And I do believe that I will have trying to build an outbound to Barstow. I already got engines over there. Road engines. Coming straight through here. This is go straight through. This guy has the Laffy guy thing on it. Let's see. I don't need to get it too crazy here because again I have to push more on. So now we got to get rid of these empty cars. Okay, so I'm going to come back through here. Oh, did not notice that I left that open. Better fix that now. There's nothing down there, and we want to go straight through here. But the next time we come through here, we do want to go down here. Right? Yeah, there's a couple. There's one there. Maybe another couple. And this track here is our empty track. Those are empties. Got to make sure I have no San Diegos in here. Just kicking these things loose here. A couple at a time. Like that set's going faster than that one. Again, I'm going to be pushing more cars down here in a minute anyways. There's 8 miles an hour, that's good. 9. We're right the ladder back here. Stairs of the locomotive. A quick save of the world here. I mean, that's a good speed there. That won't be a problem. I just wanted to make sure that I have a save of everything in case something were to go awry. I normally do. I got a save of the C yard over there. It might have captured this, but when I start doing work, I like to get a world save of it. That way if something happens, I can reload the world in single player and get out when I need to. I have the ability in this server to use the the train consist editor. I can spawn trains. However, most of our players do not. And so I try to do the same thing that I have everybody else do, which is you can't save your train unless you have the consist editor password. So I just save the world. So I have not only my train, but all the other trains within like 10-mile radius. That way, if I have to help somebody recover, I can go through the same procedures that they would have to do. We're going to come back through here. Let's see. What do we got? We've got this guy. That's San Diego. We'll get those first. Unless there's something back here that... Okay, those are loads. That's going to Barstow. That's Stowe. So these are loaded ones. They'll go in the very back. And then I have back here more. So that's... All right, so come all the way to the rear and pick that up first. So let's see which track are we on. We're on that far one. So that's good there. I'm already switched out for that one. So we'll come on straight back and get all of our cars here. Although we don't need to. We can actually... Man. Buttons are so close together. Yeah, let's just pick as we go. Like our nose. Pick as we go. And what I'll do is I'll pull this out and I'll leave the San Diego car here so I can grab that at the very end because that'll be the first to come off. Otherwise we got to do too many moves. With a whole lot of cars. I don't like doing a whole lot of moves. Doing a whole lot less moves. Head trail, that is. This should be the beginning, that should be the end. Wonder why the light's not. Oh, there it goes. Why was the light not coming? The headlights. I'm gonna pull forward now. I didn't lace it up because I'm just gonna unlace it here in a minute. We'll leave San Diego here at the very end and get it on the way out. Excuse me. So the way that I'm doing this is right now I'm headed toward, I'm looking eastbound, if you will. Now BNSF runs north, correction, UP runs north and south. BNSF runs east and west. When you first get on the tracks, though, on the main line here in LA, you're headed east, but you're going down through Orange County and stuff. So you're really headed south and then east. So you're circling around. These cars are headed east to Barstow. But as I'm pulling them out, the way the yard is right here, I'm facing east right now, east-ish, right? So I'm facing east right now. So if I have the empties on the locomotive side and the fulls on the back end, when I pull them out and push them back to these, they'll be the right orientation. So all the loaded side will be where the locomotives are going to hook up, as is supposed to be. that even a word? I've got 2 empties here. Got some loads around the corner. I think I had to do a shuffle too on the loaded ones. No, dang it. I always want to hit that button when I'm trying to just put the airlines on. Like it's the wrong muscle memory. Barry'd say I'm old, so I got the wrong muscle for my memory. Connect those. Handbrake's coming off. Let's pull forward. Now I got a button on the rail driver, up and down lever, toggle switch that turns off these handbrakes on each car right here. It just turns them all off, so I don't have to do one at a time. Because when you relinquish the cars, when you're no longer in control of them, they all come on anyway. So it's like, that's not realistic. If you're dropping the train, you put 4 or 5 down, you'd only put what's necessary to stop the cars from rolling. But you wouldn't have handbrakes on every single car anyways. All right, I'm coming around a corner. I think I'm going to go back and get these grain hoppers first. Feeding, but we'll slow her down. Speed limit in the yard in the industries here is 15. I'm doing 16, but I can stop this thing pretty quick because empties, not a lot of load, so that's more important. You'd have a flagman or conductor go out there and stand out there where the train's reversing, but a simulator is not real life. Nobody's going to get injured here. Be coming around the corner when we come around the corner. We got one lonely grain. I think it's the Hostess factory. What is this? General Mills. So this is where they make cereal. They bring all the wheat here and grind it up and make cereal out of it. Throw a lot of sugar in it and call it yummy. Cool if this was like a whole grain cart of Captain Crunch. That's a lot of... I think it would mold before you can eat it all. I mean, that's like... That would make Costco jealous, that much cereal. Alright, let me lace up. Not open coupler there. We don't want to push that. We want to do that. And brake off, in case you didn't know how to do it manually. And we'll ride this side. What she said. So we still got to shove back and grab the remainders in this section. And then we'll go to the yard and distribute them. We got to get that San Diego car on the way out too. Kick that off where it goes. Okay, one more. Got the next switch. We got to pass that, and then we'll reverse on it. Lift up your legs here. You're gonna get stuck on the switch. Be embarrassing. Pant leg catches on it, rips your leg off. Break your fingers trying to hold on the ladder. Go to the doctor. What happened? I was hanging off a train and my overalls got stuck on a switch flag. Wasn't red either. It is now. Jump off there UP style on a moving train. Let's see. Let's go back here, fly back here, and see what's going on. Speed limit reasonable. All right, so here we got one that's like somewhat full. That one's somewhat full. This a little more than that one by the color, and then a bunch of empties. Remember I said I wanted to turn them around. So here is how I'm going to do this. That's the beauty of the rail driver. And brakes off, except for this one. We'll leave that one on. Let's go forward. And I don't know if that's enough room. I don't want to block myself. The car will come to about here, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to kick it off here. By the way, I got Roadcraft. I actually had pre-ordered. I played SnowRunner and MudRunner and all that, and Expedition. So I did pre-order it, and I've already. Those of you who have me in Discord, you'll see that all weekend I've had it pretty much running. A good portion of it. I'm only on the second mission just because I'm taking my time. So it's all right. Pretty fun. I was thinking about doing that on the Simulator Sunday, but maybe I'll start anew. Yeah, been fun. I was like, what the hell was that loud noise, that loud bang? I saw NM and Mike Check were playing it like yesterday and then early this morning. So yeah, so I pulled that one, or that was filled up a bit, heavier than the other one. Giovanni, hello. I don't know what the hell you said. Because, sorry, but I speak English only. I do know how to curse in a few different languages, but I can't tell. Can't tell what language. French, Portuguese. Oh, you got a rail driver. Have you? So, the only thing is the throttle. The throttle, and it's sensitive isn't the word. It doesn't. It's not as accurate as you'd want it to be. So, but if you go through and you calibrate it, you know, all the time, I mean, you can get it better. That's pretty much. I go all the way up, and then I pull down just a little bit, all the way down, and push up a little bit because there's like a little springy thing on it, and you do that, and it's it works pretty well with that issue that it has. But it's man, it's much different driving with a I wouldn't want to do this keyboard. I know a lot of people do, and I don't. That's their you know, it's whatever. For me, I wouldn't play Flight Simulator without a yoke or a joystick. You know, if you're flying a helicopter, or like I wouldn't fly, and it sounds weird to say I wouldn't fly a big, like an airliner with a joystick, because that's what they do in Airbuses. But I'm not used to that. I'm used to flying Boeings that have yokes. So that's me, my thing. Same thing with trains. Like I do American Truck Simulator with a controller, but that's, you know, a little bit different. I don't know. I wouldn't want to do a race car game without a steering wheel. I don't really like race car games. All right, so we got our picks. We're out of here. We're gonna get the San Diego car on the way out. There she is right there waiting for us. Staring me down though. And then when I drop off these loaded cars, let me check real quick to make sure if there's no other loads, then I can put all these cars where the loaded ones are, because the loaded ones will be on the front end. So let's take a look over here. We have this last one empty, 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 empty. And that should be, that's the end of the 3351. So I'm going to go ahead and call her done as far as the loads. So we'll put the loaded cars right here with the empties behind it, and those empties that we're going to pull next. We can do that. We're pulling them out. Yeah, it'll work fine. We just have to go down there and pick them up. Well, that's... Wait a minute. This bar Y-VRN3351 pi, that's here. Did it not get processed? Let's take a look. Because it doesn't need to go all the way to Barstow if it's coming right back here. Where's pi? P-I-E, somewhere here. Maybe it's over here. Maybe we take it with us. Nope. 3351, that's here somewhere. Try that on your other flight sim or on your other train simulator. Well, where is PIE? Let's go to the depot. PIE is PI Engineering, San Bernardino, page 14. So here's 14. Oh. So, okay. It's possible that somebody... It's GMI. The pi is right where we just were. Back here. I think somebody may have put it in the wrong spot. Or did the industry kick it out that way? I don't think it did. I mean, I can look. Let's see. Well, how do we do that? We picked that one up, and I believe is here. No. Was it there? It had to have been. Where's that PIE one? Okay. So that was around the corner. And that was in here. That was on this one. This industry is... Oh, I didn't get processed. Okay. I didn't get processed. It must have just been dumped off. Well, so now... We'll go to Stowe with the other one. Because we're here picking everything up. Don't want to just leave one there. Did I get that? I think I connected to it. So it's weird that only one car didn't process. Either it wasn't in the bumps. Like when you look at the industry here, that has all these dots. So either it was sticking out, which I don't think it was, or it just got put there. But it's weird that that's the only car that didn't process, unless that industry has like a 48-hour longer 72-hour window or something. So, might have been a paperwork error. Now, talked to the customer and they said, no, it's going to Stockton. Via Barstow. Oh, there it goes. So we have the San Diego one on the rear and we have to get over here to get rid of it. And then we got, what, 4 more empties to go face down and put together this outbound. Be about 5,200 or something, maybe. Open. Maybe 6,000. Which would be perfect for Barstow. We just need to pass right here with that San Diego card, get it off. One more to go. 3 more, actually. Throw this old school switch here. We're going to send this one down here at the other San Diego cars. And then we've got to pull forward. I want to go 1 track over. Put this so we can get out of here in a second. And that's the one they were going to. This one here. Ah! Wouldn't let me, trying to get the, there we go. And now it's, now the coupler's jammed in there. All right, and yeah, we can do these. These are all empties anyways. So let's go ahead and fire these up behind it. Good right there. 9 miles an hour. Get the rest of them off. We got a couple more empties coming off anyways, so it doesn't really matter. We can't get them all the way down because we come up behind them anyways. Alright, we got our last pick to do at the very end. Those are going to couple up. They're all ready to go now. Our San Diego girls sitting right here. I didn't. I forgot to set that switch when I came out. That almost went right back down. Try doing that on your other train simulator. There's a new. I saw a video last night on YouTube. Somebody made a kind of a version of the Rail Driver, but it's specifically for, there's a Japanese train simulator game, I don't know what it's called, don't care, and Train Sim World 3, 4, and 5. So it's got 3 levers, and then the reverser looks like a horn thing, kind of, but bigger. And yeah, it's like a Rail Driver, but not. Costs more than a Rail Driver, but it's made out of metal. There's a lot of plastic parts and stuff in it, but hopefully that is enough competition that the Rail Driver can redo their 20-year-old design and, you know, make it a little bit better than it is now. Even with the problems that I have with the Rail Driver, they'll prefer it. We're not having it. We're going through all these here. We're just basically coming down here and pick. One. Get the reefer on the way out. Yep. These are all pick. Oh, SDG, so we'll get that one last. 1, 2, 3, and last, because that's San Diego. 1, 2, 3, and that one. I only picked that order because if you're going back, this is the first switch. Grab it, pull forward. We go down one, grab it, pull forward, which I will actually. I can go back and get that one first. I don't know. We haven't got that far yet. Either way, we're going backwards and forwards a couple times. Through that, go back and get that one. Dynamic brakes here. Like, where's the switch at? Like Transport Fever 2, which Transport Fever 3, you guys saw the video before it's out. I think it's coming out in a couple months, if I remember. I don't remember. I'm just saying that. Look pretty cool. I mean, I like Transport Fever. Put a lot of time into it. I was playing it like last weekend, just running rails and stuff. See how the new one is. I'll probably get it. Not run 8 though. All right, last one is a San Diego car, and we go put these with the others. Should be right here somewhere. One more car. We did this right so that everything will be lined up good. Now we ride back to the edge of the yard. Wait, train's leaving without me. Yeah, we can go in the cab this time. Don't do a lot. Yeah, see that? I guess that was an error. Remember when the alternator was blown on the second? Well, that must have been an MU error. Although the lead locomotive here had a problem as well. So that's a problem light. Because it's gone after I fixed it. Called the bean sniff mechanics and they ran out and took care of us. Both engines were messed up at the same time. So we're going to go dump off these cars, bring the locomotives right back here where they belong, where they park, and then we'll grab the wide bodies over there and build all these cars for outbound. We'll take San Diego ones with us and dump those off on the way. Already going 18 miles an hour. So we're going to get switching in this one. So we're going to get industry work, switching, and train building, and even road train driving. Sounds like a good Memorial Day weekend to me. All right, we got to push the San Diegos back together. We got two cars sitting here, and then I don't know, about 8-9 cars away from the other set. I don't think it's that many. Probably like 4. Doesn't matter. We're going to get them and we're going to put them back together. In fact, we're going to, yeah. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. About 4 cars difference. A little shove there. They can go be with their friends. This is not San Diego. This is Watt. Those are all hooked up like a tow truck. We'll get rid of these 3 box cars. Slow her down a bit because we're trying to use your, you don't want to blow out the independent brakes, you know, doing 15. You can help it. So we'll throw this switch here. This switch here. Let's see. Nope. I just want to do this world. Save. Guess those are going a little too fast. Could be fine. All right, they're all knuckled up over there, so let's go drop these guys off. Going pretty much to where we just picked up those other cars, the last set, and then we'll push back from there. That's where the parking slots are for these guys. See what I was doing. Oh, just cruising along. That's better. The locomotives over there to the right of where we're looking right now, those are the ones we're going to grab and get this guy out of here. We're going to park these on the tracks right next to this other Santa Fe liveries. And we'll stow these here. I know that one of these needs gas, but doesn't need gas right now. Oh, fuel truck out. Go ahead and shut this guy off, put a handbrake on, and shut that guy off. And then we're going to relinquish. Let's come get our big fellas over here. Okay, let's turn on the 4.5. Alright, so what's this? Maybe a 40 and a -9 in the rear. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably too many. Let's do this. Let's disconnect these guys. So I'm going to use these as the I'm going to put a DPU on the rear. Send these things back home where they belong. But we're going to take San Diego's with us, but we're going to drop them off en route. So we're going to put the DPU on the San Diego cars here. I think that that's way too many locomotives. Then it's too much power than what we need anyways. I think 3 is probably all I need. I'm gonna see what I got here. You can do some old-fashioned calculations if you guys are interested in doing that, but all that information, you can get all that stuff on the depotserver.com if you are looking for that. An engine calculator and the references. Just calculate all your cars. You know, click on the groups of cars, write down the numbers. Put that number in and it'll tell you how many engines you need based on the type that you're seeking. What we got here for this -9? I have a boring K5. That works. It's all broken. You don't mind that? Take it a second. Takes a second to put the power down on the rails. brakes on? Maybe. All right, San Diego, here we come. Right back where you started from. So we're gonna do this one. I'll put that CSX trailing unit on the rear end. Oh, when we pull into a siding, we can just dump those off real quick. Too clean of a whistle for an old -9. All right. These are San Diego cars. These aren't going mountain climbing, so it's all right if their load empties are a little mixed. It's going to San Diego. Not that far of a trip. All right, now I'm going to turn on the air brake sheet. A lot of these have been sitting here. So let's push it. We're going to push these cars back a little bit. Brake should be off. We need to get this locomotive out of the way. That should be good right there. So I'm going to go ahead and put on a handbrake there. Close these angle cocks. Disconnect the MU. I got to come back though in order to release the pressure off the coupler. All right, now where's our loads? Our loads are in this one. So we're going 1 over. We're gonna pick, pull those forward, and then hook onto here, and then we're out of here. I ain't got nothing else back there. However, I'm probably gonna need to get at least one more locomotive on the front end. I'll bring 2 just in case. We're going up the hill. We got to make sure we have enough power. And that guy back there is like a -9. It's going to give me 4,300 horsepower. This one's 4,300 horsepower. Okay, we're connected to first cut. So if we look here, we're at 2,000 tons. The horsepower is 2.2 right now. The minimum for the Cajon is 2.0. So we go to the depotserver.com. I'm going to go up here to reference and engine calculator. So this is a manifest. If I put in just 2096 And right now I have the -9. If I say I have a -9 on the front and the rear, so that gives me a 2.1 HPT. I'm sorry, 2 and 2 gives me 4.2. But if we look at this cut here, let's see, I do this, I hit tagger here. So if I add 1412 to that, I did a calculator deal on my other screen here. So if I say I already have the 2096, I do plus 1412, that gives me 3508. If I go on the calculator, say 3508, now I'm in compliance, but well, actually that 3508 gives me enough. But we have one more. We're going to put these guys on, and I'm going to add 1280. No, that's the length. 861 to that. So if I add my calculator, 3508 plus 861, it gives me 4369. 4369 is a total HPT of 2.0. Minimum 2.0. So we got what we need with this and the DPU. So it's going, come on, give me. So we're a manifest, and we're going from LAJ to Barstow. Today is the 25th. So we got what we need. Let's, we don't need anything else. Let's put her together. There'll be one on the front, one on the rear, for 2.0. If I put another one on the front end, technically they're gonna have to like do DB cutout, but dynamic brake cutout, but it's going uphill, not downhill. It'll be fine at 2.0. I'm gonna do a range counter. Now we're at 1,500 feet. And so, you know, after I do all this, probably it's, who knows, maybe it will still be, maybe it'll still be under. You can always grab another locomotive if we need it. It'd be hard to get it out of here, but we can stop at the shop. There's a, the refueling shop is on the way out off the main. We could always grab one from there if we need to. If we can't get to it because we have pulled too far ahead here. Oh no, we can still get around there. Just got to come on this track and race around in front of it. So yeah, let's take the risk here. Let's see what we got. Right now we're sitting at that 2.2 with 2096 tonnage. Yeah, subdivision Mojave is 2.3, but we're going San Bernardino Cajon 2.0. So to get to Barstow, it only needs 2.0. Since these are all empty, I mean, we can really Really just do with 2 on the front end, but let's see. I forgot to I forgot to throw the switch up here. So we'll be leaving to number 1 here. Check all these other ones. I'm going straight through there. I'm good there at that one. This one is already set. And then I'll be entering the CTZ zone. We'll come through here like this. And the rest is CTC. Perfect. All right, F7. Pull it a little more forward. Now, once I have the San Diego ones on here, it's going to be under the 2.0, but not for long. We need to get this last cut here. But right now we're 1.3, so that engine calculator did not work out for us. So that means I am going to want 2 of these guys. And yeah, I'm going to want a couple more locomotives on this. The F7, so everything should be ready to pull forward. What's our weight? We're 30. Yeah, but 4369 according to calculator. Calculator. My train weight 4365. And then the quantity, I had 2-9s. Puts me at 2.0. Right now I'm 1.3. So let's see what happens if I put a 4400 on the front end. That puts me at 3.0 according to the total HPT. Let's see, 1 and 1. I put a rear DPU as a -9. Yeah, that puts me at 3.0. Hopefully I got that. I did. So before we leave here, we will be putting more power on the front end. Hopefully you have enough room. It's gonna be close. So I gotta squeak these guys around to the front. Yeah. I think I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop here. Oops. Okay, let me say relinquish. Then we're going to pick up these guys here. That's good. That's good. This one we will gonna grab all of them and move them all out of here, because the orientation of a couple of them are, can't put it on the lead. Put the very last one on there, but not the one in front of it. So if we needed more than one, these two are backwards on me, so. What happened? Am I still alive? Yeah. Like everything dropped. No, still alive. All right. My TV kind of went wacky. All right, let's see. So we are at the switch. Throw this guy here. The lights are good. And we'll just go to the end. Okay. Well, let's take a look here. Might have had a little internet kind of deal there, a little internet outage for a second, but still running, everything's still running. So I think to be safe, I'll put, there's a lot of empties on this. I really just want to throw one on the front end. I got 3.0 if I put, I had the 2-9s and the one, the -9 on the front end, the -9 on the rear, with one 4400 on the front. However, engine calculator also said I was good with the 2-9. And that was untrue. Missed it by a lot. Instead of 2.0, I'm 1.2, and I'm not even connected to the last. So let's see. I'm going to put two on the front. push these off though. Yeah, it did stutter for a bit and it came back. All right. It stuttered for me a little bit. I don't got anything that I can tell that's going on right now, so let's close this. Close that. Disconnect EMUs. We'll turn this guy off. Disconnect. Open coupler. So we are good there to pull forward. Yeah, it's definitely stuttering. Okay, so YMCA. Why is this all messed up? I have disconnected. Why is this coupler open? That's weird. Is the engine on? It is. It's in run. Okay, we'll open that one, and now we should be able to pull forward. Provided this is the lead, which it is. There it goes. Now we got to go to the first track and switch these back. And then we're almost done. Yeah, it's all jerky now, huh? Because I can see it. Not pushing anything up, so besides this. But my upload is terrible right now, so that's why. My upload is in the toilet. My upload is at 0.8. Let's connect this and let's get out of here. Oh, what? You see how that and I gotta get the mouse over on the right screen. See how that switched? Freaking ghost, man. Look, it's doing its all right. Stay here and watch, because the download is fine. The upload is terrible right now. It's not even 1 megabit. I just had a notice from my router saying that the port is back up. Port was down. All right, well, we're going to get out of here then because the internet's crapping out on me. So thanks everybody for joining me for Simulator Sunday. There's not anything I can do about that. So we'll be back here. Hopefully it holds up next week. If not, be calling Charter and having them do a lot more work. I'll get all this finished so you guys relax. I hope you have a great Memorial Day. We'll see you next week.